Started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I think.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 61 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Half 18, half 18.
Throwing Jones. Hyatt able to make the catch downfield. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt, 68 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And able to get this out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Here we go. I think.
Now Prescott. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession. But the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Here we go. I think. Here we go, 47. 46.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
56.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Robinson hauling it in outright. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Joseph's got it. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them, only giving up the...
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys have regained the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Don Capers, Don Capers. Okay, here we go.
Now Jones. That one taken in by Neighbors. Able to slither by. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A give up the middle to Singletary. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
On the counter, Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Running wide side, Elliott. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here comes 3rd down at 7. Toss left to Elliott. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set.
Here we go.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he will have a Giants 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Off play action. Jones. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Operating from the gun. Jones. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Prescott to throw it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They go right back to Singletary. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. That is caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
And they'll accept that penalty. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Thomas, this taken in right around the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still on his feet. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll look to throw again. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Chris Manhertz. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Jalen Tolbert, 68 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he...
And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up in a certain...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, he shifts past him. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here we go.
On second down, Elliott once more.
And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ezekiel Elliott, 33 yards.
And the Cowboys have retaken a third-quarter lead.
He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Here we go.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Caught along the left side by Hyatt.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Right back to Singletary on second down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On third down, they go with Singletary. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Arlington. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. They run here with Singletary, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Devin Singletary, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Go, North Copper!
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Wow, 213 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Yeah, here we go.
Again, it's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Kill. Yeah, here we go.
Prescott down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Flush to his right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Now 1st and goal.
Yeah, here we go.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Toward the pylon, caught. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
South salad.
Here's Jones. That one finds Hyatt. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. To throw is Jones. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Jones. That is incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on fourth down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you can punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Timberland.
Jones. That's caught by Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw, got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
All three timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
They look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's Jones to throw. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.